California Governor Gavin Newsom is now calling his city's homeless encampments unacceptable, which is odd since he's the guy who, made them acceptable, turning sidewalks into red carpet events for drug addicts, thieves, and unemployed CNN anchors. On Monday, he urged cities to ban the camps from sidewalks, parks, and other public areas. So after years of denying the problem, he's now pretending to fix it, which is like putting on a condom as you're leaving a whorehouse.
When it comes to live television, anything can happen, and sometimes, the most unexpected clashes create the biggest headlines. That's exactly what went down when California Governor Gavin Newsom found himself face-to-face with Fox News host Greg Gutfeld. What was supposed to be a heated debate quickly spiraled out of control, leaving viewers stunned as Newsom completely lost his cool after Gutfeld dismantled his talking points one by one.
Take a closer look at this with a spot shadow, or no spot shadow. What exactly is he trying to say here, huh? Is it a mysterious form of sign language for morons? Is he conveying some secret code to terrorists? Is he signaling the Los Angeles Angels to steal third base?
Now, Gavin Newsom is no stranger to criticism. As the governor of one of the most powerful states in America, he's constantly in the spotlight. Supporters see him as a strong leader who represents progressive values, while critics often accuse him of failed leadership, pointing to California's high taxes, homelessness crisis, and rising crime rates. Over the years, Newsom has faced countless attacks, but has usually kept his composure until now.
Welcome to a new segment called Gavin's Hands. He keeps his hands in motion and his hair full of lotion. True, Gavin's views may be idiotic, but his hands moves, well, they're hypnotic. California Governor Newsom's new podcast is out. It's available wherever fine hair care products are sold.
On the other hand, Greg Gutfeld has built his career on calling out politicians with sharp humor and unfiltered commentary. As one of Fox News' biggest personalities, he's known for delivering brutal takedowns that mix comedy with hard-hitting points. And in this live TV moment, he went straight for Newsom without holding back.
Authoritarianism, they're a protest against order. Once you conflate order with authoritarianism, you get chaos and destruction. So if restoring order is evil, then the Dems are now the party of disorder. Turns out the only system they had was wokeism, and it rotted any basic principles the party had to begin with. Which is why, like Gavin himself, they're left looking at 2028's hopes going up.
The conversation started off tense but civil. Newsom was defending his policies, talking about California's role as a progressive leader and how his administration was handling key issues. But Gutfeld wasn't buying it. He immediately began firing back, questioning Newsom's record on homelessness, crime, and taxes. Gutfeld pointed out statistics, real-life stories, and public frustration, leaving Newsom struggling to defend himself.
He's fed up with tent cities, the crime, the urban decay? No, he's not mad about that stuff. He's mad you noticed. It's like a criminal telling a jury he's sorry he robbed 25 banks when he's just sorry he got caught on the 26th. Because this isn't some spontaneous crisis. It's a man-made disaster like Chernobyl or Fox and Friends.
At first, Newsom tried to laugh it off, brushing aside Gutfeld's remarks as typical Fox News criticism. But the more Gutfeld pressed, the more uncomfortable Newsom became. And then it happened, the breaking point. Gutfeld hit him with a direct question about why so many Californians are leaving the state for places like Texas and Florida. The studio went silent, and you could see Newsom's expression change instantly. Instead of responding with calm confidence, he exploded.
Why? What difference does that make? Why shouldn't a restaurant/bakery be subject to the same laws as everybody else? Is the bakers union that powerful? If you cross them, will you wind up with the Pillsbury Doughboy's head in your bed? No one will say. But according to a new Bloomberg News report, Newsom pushed for the bread exemption to help a longtime campaign donor, billionaire Greg Flynn, who happens to own a bunch of...
His voice grew louder, his tone sharper. He began attacking Gutfeld personally, calling his remarks biased and unfair. But here's the thing, instead of backing down, Gutfeld stayed calm, almost amused, as he let Newsom's frustration show on national television. Viewers saw a governor who seemed rattled, emotional, and unable to control his anger, while Gutfeld looked like the one in control of the entire exchange.
Wildfires. Gavin blames climate change when it was his corrupt bureaucracy. Since the Palisades fire, which destroyed 6,000 buildings, only 4 permits have been issued for rebuilding. Did climate change cause that? Hell no. So like the fires, Newsom let homelessness run wild. He allowed tens of billions of dollars to be swallowed up by a maze of consultants, nonprofits, and bureaucrats who created poop mats.
Clips of the moment immediately went viral online. Social media users couldn't stop sharing the footage, with some mocking Newsom for losing his cool and others praising Gutfeld for holding him accountable. Memes, reaction videos, and debates filled every corner of Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. It wasn't just a debate anymore, it was a cultural moment.
Politicians are getting dumber. It's like a semi-truck full of dumb pills overturned, and Gavin Newsom leaped out of his limo and ate all of them up. And now he's ODing on dumb.
I watched this one guy, was it Jesse Waters or something on Fox News? What he's been saying about Paul Pelosi the last 5-6 months? Mocking him consistently? Don't tell me that's not aiding and abetting all this. Of course it is.
And here's why it matters. For politicians like Gavin Newsom, image is everything. He's often mentioned as a possible future presidential candidate, someone the Democratic Party could push into the national spotlight. But moments like this can damage that image. When voters see a leader explode on live TV, it raises questions about temperament, leadership, and the ability to stay calm under pressure.
Ordered that parents of transitioning children should face criminal investigation. Newsom then tweeted this: "Trans kids and their families should be celebrated, not targeted by the state. They are heroes." And so to fearful families in Texas right now, California's door is always open to you. Yeah, and so is the side door on some pedophile's mini.
Meanwhile, for Greg Gutfeld, this was a huge win. Known mostly to conservative audiences, he suddenly had clips trending across all platforms, with people who don't normally watch Fox News talking about how he destroyed Newsom. Whether you agree with his politics or not, there's no denying that Gutfeld came out of this exchange looking sharp, confident, and unshaken.
Look online. Look at the sewage that is online.
Sure, Gavin, sure. He lived in a bus, but he definitely had cable. Gav talks like this maniac set his imaginary DVR on his imaginary TV on Fox News every night while wearing Brian Kilmeade pajamas, drinking his own urine out of a Fox Nation mug, and in his beautiful, dilapidated bus of a home.
Of course, not everyone saw it the same way. Supporters of Newsom argued that his frustration was understandable, given the aggressive tone of the questions. They say he's passionate about defending his policies and that his anger shows he cares. Critics, however, see it differently. To them, Newsom looked weak, cornered, and unprepared for tough questions, not the image you want if you're aiming for higher office.